All right, well, it is 7 o'clock, so I want to welcome everybody to our annual meeting in May 7th, 2026. It's shocking that 2026 is this far in. I want to thank everybody for coming. We have a great presentation tonight, so stick around. Can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to do it.
We all need our readers for Larry's work to see up close. The first thing I wanted to go over was some exhibition opportunities that are changing for us. So in your packet, we have the Martinis with Monet. It is now called a Summer Night with Monet. So the township, if you live in the township, you know they have rebranded their Cranberry Days, the community days. It's now called Summer Nights, and they have totally rethought that whole thing. So it's not open at 1 o'clock anymore. Summer Nights is now, it's 4 o'clock in the evening because it's so blessed hot sometimes when they're at the park. It takes a lot of resources for them to do that. So we did a nice little refresh as well. So ours is a Summer Night with Monet. The biggest change you're going to see is we are rolling everything we do with Martinis to a big holiday gala. So it's the same night as our holiday show, which is November 12th, except that now we are blowing it even bigger. For example, you're going to be able to enter more pieces. It'll be a big show, probably 200 pieces or more, as opposed to what we're used to. So the township said, and the foundation said, that the shows is, we have been so successful over the last 13 years with Martinis that we've grown it to the point where we need more space and we need more area. And so we will be utilizing the entire township area, the trees will be up. We will have, they're planning on stringing lights throughout the whole ceiling. So we're talking about carolers, we're talking about having music. The big catered event that you're used to at Martinis is now getting rolled to November. So the Martinis, our Summer Nights with Monet now will be a closed show, meaning members only. So we're taking that on ourselves now. All of the township participation, all of the foundation participation will be happening in November. So not a big change, just really a date change. So Martinis will, see, I'm going to keep saying that. Martinis with Monet, Summer Night with Monet will be a closed show, members only. And then the holiday show will be our open show for members and non-members. So that's the biggest difference. They will still, the foundation is still providing our prize money. Everything that we do in July, we're just rolling to November now. So it makes me happy because I know it's so hot in here in July. I ask them every year, please make it like a meat locker. It's never, ever cool enough. But there's a lot of resources that the township requires for the community days. And a lot of their sponsors don't come because who's on vacation, who's here. It's going to be a nice event. Everybody go buy a sequin dress. Not you, Paul.
Oh, he was looking for.
If you want to.
Oh.
Okay. But we're planning to make that a much bigger event. So look for those changes, but our dates actually aligned. I happened to pick November 12th and so did they. So that ended up being perfect. So you will see the dates have changed. So I sent out the calendar that you always get. You will see some changes. So if you look at that second page, third page, for example, Martinis with Summer Night with Monet is now July 15th. So I printed this so that everybody that's here, and this will go online, we'll email it out. I know Deb puts it in she'll update the newsletter with this updated calendar. But you'll see dates that you're probably not used to. If you're someone who's always entering Monet, those dates are different. It's not that first. We tried to work around 4th of July as well, because the township closes, and then we're hanging on July 3rd, furiously trying to get it done, and people are going away for 4th of July. So we've skipped that all together now. So you are getting more time to create work because you have the prospectus right now, and you have until end of June to enter. So just be mindful of those dates because they did change, and so did the holiday show dates. They're backed up a little more now. So that's what the difference that you'll see is the dates. So I made everybody a hard copy. Please refer to this. Deb will have it out every month. But those are the biggest changes, is a lot of those dates moved a little because they had to. And it was allow you more time to drop off. So definitely wanted to bring that to everybody's attention for those exhibitions.
But the prospectus is for the summer.
Correct. This is, so this one, the one that you have in your packet, this is the Martinis with Monet. It's just it's a new name now, Summer Night with Monet. I'm going to trip over that all night.
And they call it Shots with Santa.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure all the kids everywhere would love that too. But yeah, so this is the same show that we normally have in July, just rebranded and a different date.
And closed.
And closed. It is a closed, so it's a members-only show. Members only.
And the Christmas is open.
The Christmas is an open show, correct. But we're going to make it more conducive for members. So there'll be changes to that holiday show. So for example, for $20, you may be able to enter 4 pieces instead of 2. Because they're billing this as a Christmas buying event. So that's what they want to focus on. They don't want to focus it so much on, Martinis is so much a thank the pillars and thank the sponsors for the community days. And we kind of showcase while they're doing that. This is going to make it to where it is just a buying for Christmas kind of show for us.
Noel, how does the Christmas show coincide with that giant craft fair?
It's after it. Farkleberry?
It's in October then?
Yes, it's earlier. Yeah. Oh no, we work around Farkleberry.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea.
Not that bad.
Yes, no, yeah. So I just wanted to make sure those 2 items that you saw, those are the biggest things that have occurred since our last meeting. I've had lots of meetings with the township, and that's the biggest change that you're going to see coming. I'm super excited. I'm even thinking about, if it's 3 hours, I'm thinking about wardrobe changes, like the Oscars. I'm thinking, I've got 40 sequin dresses. If I do every 10 minutes, I might be able to wear them all. Just saying. Okay, also, the plein air group starts this month. If you're interested or know a member who's interested, I put Claire Torsa's email. She's pretty good. You can always contact Kathy, but she's going to send you to Claire. So she'll send you to Claire, so I know that plein air starts this month, so I wanted to put that on there as well. The other thing I'm going to say is our greenhouse show, we sold 4 pieces. So that's not bad. 4 pieces in 7 hours is not bad. I'll continue doing it if we get enough participation. So we did not have a great participation. I will say it's a lot of setup for a day. I get it. I know the turnaround time is fast. I get it. I don't think you want the sprinklers turned on to have a week-long show. That's the nature of that pop-up show. Is Friday night they turn the drippers off. We have the show Saturday, you pick up Saturday night. I wish I could change that, but I really would not want to pay for all the damaged artwork if it's left in a hot, steamy greenhouse. So just going to put that out there. It's a great exhibit. We did sell work right off the bat. So people go by. Also, it's not on here. If you have not volunteered in the past, please do. We're always looking for people to help with setup, to help with tear down. Like the greenhouse show needed gallery sitting. So, I thank you to those who helped me gallery sit, because otherwise I'm there Friday morning to receive the boards, because the township brings them up. I'm there Friday night to help hang. I'm there all day Saturday from 9 to 6. So it's nice to be spelled off by people. So, even an hour helps everybody else. So anyway, if you can volunteer, if you've never considered volunteering, please, it's not hard. We're a fun group, but please consider helping us out. It really is what makes an organization work. If it's always the same people, it gets really hard to always rely on the same people.
The best thing to do for that show is to work with another person that when you both have work to go up and one person can take
Yes.
and you can take down, that helps a whole lot.
Yes, and that's true for every show. Like even the North Hills Arts Center show, which we sold 3 or 4 pieces at that show. Get to know the other members in this organization, because I can't tell you there'd be one person that would say, no, I'm not taking your work down. You drive separately. It's somebody will do you the favor. If you can return the favor, great. If you're picking up, it does make it a lot easier that, be friendly. That's what we're here for. That's what people can do for each other. It's a nice thing to do to help somebody out that is in a bind. So, and volunteering is I don't know, makes my heart feel good, so. Okay, that's all that I have. Does anybody have any questions about my portion? Like I said, you won't see a big shock difference other than when you come to Martini's with a summer night with Monet, you won't see martinis. We won't have drinkable martinis because the township provided the liquor license. You won't see it catered until November. The holiday show will be catered. So you're just going to see everything, the township involvement, just roll to November. And I'm really excited. I mean, we've been talking about carolers outside and string quartets playing. I mean, they're really, really going to be, and sequins. Who can beat that? So if you don't have any other questions? Okay. Jim's back there if you want to give a shout to where to find what you're recording.
So yeah, if you just do a search for Cranberry Artist Network's YouTube, you can find the page, you can subscribe. Currently we have 22 subscribers and 24 videos, so it's almost a video for each person right now. But all our demos go on there, and all the general meetings go on there too, in case you missed something.
Right.
We'll have Larry on here in a few days.
Perfect. Okay. And Mary Jane, I'm going to clip you over to here.
I don't have to stand up.
No, if you just would keep that near you.
Yeah, you can see.
If you just on the table.
Do I have to hold it like this? Okay, the treasurer's report from January 1st, 2026. Is it working? Okay. To May 7th, 2026. Our savings account balance is $2,500.08. The checking account balance is $4,083.44. We had deposits of $2,157.42, which were membership fees and a few percentages of sales that were sold. Our expenses were membership refunds through PayPal for a member that registered twice. That was $22.19. We had the rental from North Hills Spring Show at North Hills Arts Center was $225. Miscellaneous supplies at $12.51. Juror for the Spring Show was $150. Awards for Spring Show were $625. Refreshments for Spring Show were $86.39. And we got keys for a new cabinet that the township has gotten for us to keep our supplies like lights and things like that. And we needed new keys for that, so that was $60.17. And that's it.
Thank you. The keys she's talking about, if anyone is going to have a show in the display case, right out front here. So every lock is a different key. So they only have one set. The township only owns one set that came when they did the installation of that. I managed to track down the company that installed those. They're in Spain. The keys were 8 weeks. They'd be shipped from Spain. The shipping cost more than the keys, and the keys were $60.
Wow.
So I said to them, what happens if somebody loses the keys? I guess we're breaking glass. So I found a locksmith in Butler who was able to order those specialty keys and have them cut for half the price. So at least we have a set of keys on our own. We don't have to, you don't have to try to track down somebody for the township to use the case, because they end up calling me no matter what. So it's easier to have the keys accessible. So that's why we're buying keys, even though we don't really own anything. It's to save the nightmare of somebody losing those other keys. Okay.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Just out of curiosity, how much do we pay PayPal to take our
I'll
stuff?
refer that to the membership chair.
Okay.
You mean
They take a fee out, right?
the fee per transaction?
Yeah, so if we give you like 20 or 30 bucks, however much it is for membership, through PayPal, how much do they take?
I think theirs is 25 or 28 cents per transaction. I want to say that's what I remember Colin saying, is they do take a percentage.
Okay,
It's better than the credit card, like
yeah,
it's 3 or 4%.
okay,
Yeah, it's a nominal fee, so like when he gets the report, it won't say $20, it says like $19.81 or,
right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. PayPal takes a small cut compared to a credit card company,
Great.
yeah. Anything else for Mary Jane? Okay, pass this down. Gaudy membership.
Okay. So we have 3 new members that screened in March. Tracy, Beverly, and Maggie.
Are any of them here today? Okay.
Yeah. They're not signed up. Maybe they're online, maybe? No? Okay. We have now 111 actually members.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the current active members. The next screening is October 1st, if you know anyone interested. That's it.
The only thing that I added to Gaudy's membership is if you look on the second page. Oh, no, never mind. I changed, I know we get a lot of questions under newsletter, so it actually is under membership. If you have something that you want to add, there's Deb's email. I know a lot of people, like, where do I send it? Or it sends up at the Cranberry Artist Mail, so I included that if you wanted to add something.
Really, the easiest way to send anything to me is to just go to the email that I've sent you with the previous month's newsletter and just respond to it.
Okay.
Yeah, because then you'll know it'll bounce back to the,
Okay. I didn't know if you did that as on this, the BCC.
well, I always send it to myself, so my email is there.
Got it.
And everybody else is BCC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Where is that again?
When I email you the newsletter every month,
Yeah,
and you can just respond to that and
Okay.
send me your information.
Just reply back.
Yeah.
all right,
Okay.
And if you're having trouble, are you receiving it?
yes,
Okay, just, if anybody isn't receiving the newsletter, please let me know, and we'll figure out what's going on with the email that we have on file for you.
well, thank you for doing your great job.
Thank you.
Yes.
I apologize for anything that gets skipped, just let me know and it'll be in the next month, so.
Good. Okay. Colleen, I'll give you this one for exhibitions.
Okay. The juror for Summer Nights with Mo
Oh, see, you said it perfectly the first time.
is Alan Marsh. He's an educator. He specializes in all different kinds of things like oil pastels, watercolors, acrylics. He's been teaching for over 10 years, and he likes three-dimensional work. That's his specialty. So, yeah, he's from this summer. And then I'm working on the next year for the holiday show.
Holiday Gala, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Also, I put in here, we're taking reservations for the 2027 calendar because 2026 is full. If you're interested, we may have a few display case options if our...
2027?
For 2026. No, I see, because Deb, no.
I think everything's full.
Everything's full, okay. So yeah, I included their emails if you're interested. Rebecca, if you're interested in doing a one-person show in 2027, we already had Deb Letterly and Marion Salatis in the hallway right now. Before her was Kenneth Hall, who I swear had 150 pieces in that hallway. It was amazing, full, amazing. And before them, it was...
I was before.
Colleen was there.
Yeah, I was before Mary Ann.
That's right, and yep.
And then Kenneth Hall was
And then
before.
Kenneth Hall, he
Yeah.
was April.
Yeah.
And then coming up in June is actually a new member, Shauna McChesney. So Shauna's in June. And then we have, July is Summer Night with Monet.
There you go.
And then in September, we're excited, we have Beaver Art Group. So they're in September. October, we have Pittsburgh Society of Artists. And then right to the holiday show. And 2026 is over. Whew. Okay. All right, who do we have next? We have Kathy. Set that right next
Let's
to you.
see. This about if you do a one-person show, I ask that everybody sign a waiver for me to use their photographs, because I ran into a problem with somebody else. It really wasn't with this group, but either way, it's safer that way. You just sign it. It's not copyrighted. And if you're doing a one-person show, if you can send me a photograph of your stuff and you a month before you are going to do it, because that way the newspapers have time to figure out where and when they could run an article. And it worked out really well for Marion and Deb. They sent me all this stuff way in advance. I sent it to them, and then they ran up pictures and everything. So I would highly recommend sending the stuff early. And other than that, that's about it. I think that's everything for publicity.
Okay. I did want to mention, if you were at the our spring break show, for those of you that live in Cranberry or don't know, one of our founding members, who was my first vice president, Dwayne Cocali, died. It was late March. And so I'm sure there's people here that don't live in Cranberry. I don't live in Cranberry Township. So we started a digital/photography award for him that we handed out our first one at the spring show in honor of him. Just like we honor a watercolor artist for Irene, another one of our founding members that has passed. So I had a thought I had a thought when I was laying on the beach doing nothing, that it would be nice that the email thread or the text thread that we were going through, what if we did a retrospective show for Dwayne in 2027 in January for the auction too? Combine that. Have a retrospective show.
In January.
Well, nobody ever wants January.
Right, I know. Okay,
So-
let me send
Just
that.
to be honest, nobody wants, that's the only reason I had
know.
a show in January. Nobody wanted January.
Right. why don't I run that by Marilyn?
Well, I had that thought laying, crisping in the sun.
Yeah, because that was one of my questions. I was going to ask Rebecca what was available, but she hasn't answered me yet.
That's okay, but I mean, I was thinking if we, that jogged my memory that if we earmark January of 2027
For retrospective, Dwayne.
For a retrospective.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an amazing artist. I mean, if you all knew him, he was so friendly. He was a nice, cool head like Jim is for me. He's the cool, calm, collected. When I was spouting about something, Dwayne would just be like, Noelle, let's just calm down. So I miss Dwayne. So, okay, website I'll take for Colin. PayPal. Again, when you register, you can't register without paying, and you can't pay without registering. So if you have a glitch, please don't wait till 8:58, the night that something is the shut off, right? Yeah, we can't do anything at 8:58 when a registration ends at 8:59. I mean, I know we all kind of like to register last minute. I'm guilty too, but even if it's 8:30, we can do a little more than we can do at 8:58 p.m. So reach out. Don't reach out 3 days after the fact, because we've already got stuff to the juror. We've already got a tight timeline. We're already getting work to the juror. So if you have a problem, reach out. Programs. We're still in need of someone to run programs. Your biggest goals are coming up with speakers for May and December. That's what's required. If you have a lot of artist friends who would be interested, or you travel in different artistic circles, then programs is great. All you do is coordinate that with the May and December meetings. It's not a big commitment. So if you're interested, let us know. Okay, any old business? It's hard to think back all the way to December.
We need a secretary, too.
Yep, that's on there too. We need a secretary. So if you're interested, we only have we have one monthly meeting. It's by Zoom. You don't have to leave your house. You just have to take notes. I think that was the only silver lining of COVID, was the Zoom boom, I call it, because we used to meet, and I think back to the early days when we were at the very top level of the Shop and Save with the salad bar. We'd get soup, salad, and we'd eat upstairs on that, overlooking people shopping. That was where we met back in the day. So everybody had to drive in after work. They waited for me to get off school, so everybody was still working, I think, at the time. Yeah. So Zoom was, I think, the only silver lining. Any new business? Mary?
I would like everybody to go around and introduce themselves and maybe talk about what they're working on.
Okay.
Because there's people here that everybody doesn't know. I mean, yeah.
Okay, you start.
No, I'll let her start.
We have
Well, you sat next to Mary.
That's right.
No, Mary sat next to me.
I sat next to her.
There you go. Go ahead, Mary.
Well, no,
I'll
she
start.
can talk. Okay.
I'm Carolyn Parker, and I've only been in Pennsylvania about 10 years. I went to Buff State and took all my electives in art education, and actually ended up teaching art in Rochester and New York. So I brought things. If anybody wants anything up there, just take it and enjoy it and be creative. Thank you.
Go ahead, Mary.
I'm Mary Mason, and I don't even think this one works, does it? Okay. All right. Sorry.
You're on
Sorry,
YouTube.
Jim. Okay. I'm Mary Mason, and I'm one of the founding members on the board, and we all go back a long way. But anyway, I used to teach here in Seneca Valley art, and I was a traveling teacher, and then I taught in 3 other states. But I'm a metalsmith, and I just kind of adapted that because I just love to work with things and make things, and I'm in several organizations and show my art, and that's about it. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have something at the Hoyt.
Nice.
Yeah, the regional coming up, and yeah. and I just am taking something down from Bridgeville, the Sculpture Society, and I'm new in the Sculpture Society. So I'm learning a lot. Gotti's like a master of art, and I'm learning from all these other sculptors, but I mostly did jewelry. Okay, so Kathy.
I'm Kathy Green. I taught at Mars Area School District for 40 years. Long time. Anyways, what I mostly work in is pastels. I really didn't do much artwork on my own while I was raising kids and teaching. So after I retired, I got into more work for myself. I like to do a lot of work with pencil, color pencil, and just regular graphite pencils, but mostly just drawing with the pastels. And I do portraits and landscapes most of the time. And that's about it.
Okay. How do I do? Okay, my name is Paul J. I was a potter for like 60 years, and then one day I walked into the studio and said, I can't do this anymore. It's too hard. I grew out of it. I just aged out of it, I should say, And so I started doing, my wife is really a good artist, was a really good artist. And she got me involved in doing watercolor, which I suck at. So anyway, it's a lot of fun to sit around and splash water on boards and paint and stuff, So, educationally, I taught at the community college on the north side for 42 years, and that's pretty good. That was enough.
Okay, I'll turn around, see who's back here. Okay. Hi, my name is Mary Jane Hadley, and I taught at Seneca Valley with Noelle and Mary and Kathy and Holly, if you know Holly. And but now I got into painting after I retired. I started in oil, then acrylic, and then watercolor, and that I just really fell in love with. So that's what I've been doing now. And I'm in a few other groups with a lot of different people here, and it's just fun. Okay?
And Mary Jane's a founding member as well.
I'm Colleen Tittiger. Hi, Jenny. I went to school for art education. I subbed for several years, and then I was secretary, and I also went on and got my master's degree and worked at the courthouse for almost 35 years. And throughout this time, I was doing my artwork and everything. I like it all. I like pastels. I like oil. I like watercolor, acrylics. The only thing I don't like is oil pastels. For the rest, I do. So I'm working right now on a pastel.
I'm Gadi Lesham. I work in computers during the day, and at nights and weekends I do sculpture. Also a member of several organizations, which keeps helps with getting the work out and ready for exhibitions. So it's a great opportunity to get more involved.
I'm Kathy Bishak. I was a founding member of CAN and a member of other art groups, Beaver Valley Artists and Pittsburgh Society of Artists. And I love to paint. And mostly I do acrylic painting. And right now I'm trying to learn how to drive with my left foot. It's a challenge. There you go.
Hi, I'm Debbie Tobin. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I really like to do acrylic, drawing, painting, fiber, just everything. And I have a studio with my husband Jim, and we try to teach, bring art to people, different types of things. And also, I have an art background. I went to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh, so I'm a graphic illustrator, designer, and I work for Carnegie Mellon University during the day in the Robotics Institute. So all kinds of fun stuff. Busy. And and my main goal is I belong to a lot of groups, and I'd like to try to connect as many artists as I can together to show all of the opportunities that we have going on in Pittsburgh, because there's so much happening in the arts.
It's true.
I'm Carol Sheftick. I have absolutely zero art background growing up. I took a couple of graphic design classes in college just for fun, but I was studying math, and I taught math and statistics and computer science for 40 years. But the math wasn't moving A's and B's around on a sheet of paper. It was drawing pictures of what was going on and trying to visualize it. So that's where my visualization background comes from. And I have a studio in Regent Square. It's actually in the same building where, just by coincidence, where Pittsburgh Society of Artists has their regular meetings, and I'm on the board there. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me. My art has traditionally been jewelry made with metal clays. It's not traditional metalsmithing. It's a typical ceramic kind of activity, but done with powdered metals mixed in a binder. But silver prices are getting pretty exorbitant since December, so I'm starting to up my work in ceramics, but I'm not really showing much of that yet, except for the little miniatures I do, the little jewelry-sized pieces, but I'm trying to get bigger.
I bought a little mini potter's wheel. It's addictive.
I'm Cheryl Palmier. I lived in Pittsburgh my entire life. I owned a couple of restaurants and Italian retail store, food store. Raised 3 children, never painted, but was always crafty. And I used to make wreaths and things for the home. And now I found acrylic painting about 3 years ago, and I love it. I draw a little bit, and I also do wood carving, which is new to me, but I love it. I like that too. No art background other than that.
Hello, I'm Linda Kirby. I have a graphic design studio. That's my business. Been doing that for like 40 years. And I do whatever art I like. I don't have one particular medium that's a favorite, and that's it.
Our art and print chair.
Rebecca Harvey. I'm a new member. I've only been here a couple years. I graduated from Temple University with a Bachelor in Fine Arts. At that time, I was doing a lot of oil painting. First half of my working career, I was an art therapist inpatient in several hospitals, and then I moved outpatient, back inpatient, and then outpatient. And then I moved into some mental health administrative work, doing emergency work in the community. From there, I moved to be a teacher the second half. So in midlife, I had most of my credits to teach, but I never student taught. So when I was middle-aged, if you want to say, I went and student taught. That was real different. Then I got a teaching job. Second half of my career, I've spent teaching at Highlands School District. I was in elementary art the whole time I was there. Bounced around many different buildings, all the different ages. I'm retired. Through the years, I did minimal amount, having to raise my kids, and of artwork here and there, tried many different things. So since I'm near the end of my career, I started doing more painting And then when I did retire, I started painting a whole lot. So right now I'm doing a lot of printmaking, jelly prints through Botanical, and collage. So that's pretty much 100% of what I'm doing. Last summer I did a lot of cyanotypes. That was fun. So I'm moving on, and my goal now is the last 3 or 4 pieces that I've gotten into shows, they're bigger. I'm moving into like 3 feet and 2 to 3 feet. All my other stuff was very small. So.
Middle age is 38, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, I'm Susan Walker. My background originally went to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh and was in the advertising field. Then when I had my kids, freelanced, illustrated, worked for realtors. And then at some point I decided, that was a lot of pen and ink and watercolor, I decided that I should do something in color because I just love color, and I did transition into that to right now. I work with acrylic, collage, and then finish in oils. Right now I'm preparing for 2 exhibitions I'm in and have a studio and, all the things. All the things. Pardon me?
Where are they going to be?
Well, I'm currently in Urban Sketchers right now. The one is in Port Clinton in
Ohio.
Ohio, but
Ohio.
July. And where's the other one? Oh, and the other one is at the end of the month in Spinning Plate Gallery.
Okay. Well, I'm Nicolette. Hi, everybody. My passion is photography. I guess I'm a 3rd generation tailor, actually. That was my life's work. So I worked in the garment industry for many, many years. And I had my own shop in Portersville for 22 years. And I supported a lot of artists in that time in my store. But photography for me, and that's what I love to do. I travel around. I like to photograph landscape and nature, things like that. I have a few exhibits coming up this year. And what am I missing?
One next year?
Next year, next January, actually in Georgia, on Jekyll Island. I have a month-long exhibit in January that I have to prepare for. And I'm also with Susan at Port Clinton in July. We have a 3-artist show up there. But yeah,
Your work's everywhere.
My work's everywhere. But yeah, photography for me is my passion right now. There you go.
Hello, hi, I'm Jenny Johnstone, and I'm from Colorado, and then I lived in New England for 20 years, and I moved here about 18 years ago for my husband's work. And I was an English major, and I worked in printing and publishing, and then part-time I took art classes, and I actually had the opportunity to go to art school for a while when I was 38, and I went to the Lime Academy in Old Lyme, Connecticut, which was a foundational school where they taught basics of drawing, painting, and sculpture, which was a wonderful time in my life. And I'm the president of the Beaver Valley Artists, and we meet at the Merrick Art Gallery monthly. And if you haven't been to the Merrick Art Gallery, I would just suggest going. If you love beautiful old paintings, it's just filled with them. And what else? Oh, I do still life. That's my subject, and acrylic, pastel, and oil. And right now I'm also on a committee putting together an America 250 show, which is for Beaver County artists. And I know there are a few Beaver County artists in here, not too many. And that's going to be held this summer. And I'll be sending a prospectus out, and I'll send it to Debbie, and she can also send it out too. So, thank you.
And also, Jenny is going to be the guest speaker for the West Hills Art Week coming up on the 3rd Thursday of the month. We'd like to invite you all to come. You're all welcome to come and see the demonstration. It's at Robin Hill Park.
I'm Colleen Schertz. I studied and got a degree in art education. And when I got out of school, there were no teaching jobs, so I worked for the airlines, US Air, for 23 years. And then after September 11th, I stopped that and kind of reverted back to my art degree. And I've substituted a lot in the schools and worked a lot at Sweetwater Art Center in Swickley. I've done birthday parties, and I've said age 3 to 93 because I worked at adult daycares. I've done scout workshops, a little bit of everything. And now I'm just doing some summer camps and some children's workshops just to keep me active. I like to work in, I love pastels also, and I work a lot in mixed media collage. So I do an underpainting and then kind of put little pieces of it, everything. Like, I feel like I'm making my own puzzles sometimes. So
Well, Jim is next. Do you need this?
Oh.
You can just hold it. Okay. I'm Jim, lifelong art enthusiast. I work with digital, photography, collages, acrylic, pretty much a little bit of everything. I run an art and music studio with Debbie. Surprisingly, it's called Tobin Studios.
Shocking.
That's about it.
Larry, we're going to save you for your presentation. I'm Noelle Reynolds. I taught at Seneca for 31 years. I'm newly retired. I worked with Kathy and Mary Jane and Mary, whole group of us. I have a BFA in graphic design and did that for a while, but pottery. I fell into pottery in 9th grade and have never been able to fall back out. So ceramics is the joy for me. So, okay.